Hello everyone, welcome to Saito Design School's virtual workshop. The topic for today is Up Your VFX Games or Visual Effects Game. And my name is Syed Fahmi and I'm the Deputy Dean for Saito Design School. Today I have Mr. Eric Lim and Mr. Yuzainis to join me in this workshop. So they are going to show you how easy it is to do your first visual effects by using your mobile phone and also using your laptop. So enjoy the live session workshop. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Eric Lim.
Thank you, Mr. Fahmi, and welcome everyone to this special effects workshop. Today we're going to introduce you this KineMaster apps, which is free to download. You can download now, and then we will explore how to do some Chroma Key visual effects later. So what is Chroma Key? It's a type of visual effects for you to separate the figures and background, so you can actually change any background you want and then post it to your Instagram or your TikTok's apps. So now we can start to create. Just click on this create button and then choose this different ratio. So you can see from here 16.9 by 9 is about the horizontal frame for YouTube, right? Those common size for horizontal landscape modes. And then you can see this 9:16 actually is a portrait mode for you to share it in this Instagram or TikTok platform. So you're going to choose this as our platform, 9:16 ratio. Okay, click on next. So now you're in this media browser. So right now, let's go to find in our media browser. So this is my folder called screenshot. Then I can find this clean green background. So now let's select the green screen, and then once you click, it will come into your these layers, right, of your video panels. So let's take a look on this. Click on these layers, and then you will have these toolbox comes in the circle, right? You can bring it left and right, play around with that. Then if you select again, you can actually extend the length of these video clips or the background clips. All right, so now you have done this, selected the background green screen. You need to bring in another video layer, right? So deselect the clips and then go to the layer, right? And then choose another video from your media library. So now I'm going to import one of the handsome video from Mr. Fahmi, right? I'll put his video here. But before that, you can see the video size a bit different. So I need to make sure that it's a full screen. So what you do is, you go to this, deselect your video first, and then go to this, the three dots in these control panels. So just remember that every time you deselect or select, when you select, the control panel will come up, right? So click on these three dots, and then beside all of that, there's one big square, big rectangles box. That one is for you to select as a full screen, right? So make it full screen. So now you need to click on this video, and then you can see that you need to scroll down, and then to choose these function called Chroma Key. All right, Chroma Key. So on this process, we are doing masking actually. So now you enable it for this Chroma Key, and then there's a few things you need to choose. One is the one on the bottom right corner. You can see that there's a masking. You enable the masking, turn it to red, and then now you can start to adjust the figure and the background. You make the figure as white as possible and make the background as black as possible to get the best Chroma Key effects. All right, so you can slowly adjust it until you feel you are satisfied with that. So once done, click the tick, and then you can see that this figure and background actually is very clean right now, especially the background, right? It's totally flat, the green screen. If you can scroll around and check on all the movement, see is there any blemishes, you can still touch up. All right, so far no problem. So we go into the next step. In this step, we're going to export this video to the video you want to use later. So you choose 480p and then 30 frames per second, and then click on the export on the bottom right corner. All right, so once you export, this is running right now. So wait for a while. After exported, we're going to use these video clips. Alright, so once we exported, we come back to the main screen. So on this step, we're going to pull in these special effects background. So create new project, and then use back the same ratio, 9:16. Now in this media browser, we're going to install the special effects background. You can go to the shop on top right corner and then click on the shop. From there you can browse the effects you like, right? So some of them is free of charge, of course. Let's browse a bit, and then I'm going to choose these stormy nights, right? They can preview the effects of it, so you can see the rain, the bubbles, and then the thunder, right? The storm. Okay, so if you like it, then you can actually download it. So once you download, it will install into your folder. All right. Okay, in media browser, you can browse to your folder and get your these stormy night special effects background. Click it, and then it will bring it to the layer panel. All right. Next step, we're going to the layer, and then go to media browser to bring in our the green screen with figure we exported just now. Find the video and then click import into the layer, and then now we're going to make it full screen. Click on the full screen. All right, click, and then we become the full screen panel. All right, it looks good. Now we're going to do a very last step. Let's go to the Chroma Key again, and then enable it. You can actually, right now you can play the video and see the effects, right? There's some bubble there, there is some of the storm there, rain there in the background. Congratulations, you have just done your very first visual effects background with the Chroma Key exercise. All right, that's very good. So now what you need to do is export it and then share it with your friends in Instagram or TikTok. I hope you enjoyed these special effects workshop so far. It's a simple apps, and also is it can create give you a foretaste of what is Chroma Key and masking about, right? Of course, in Saito University College Design School, you're not going to use these free apps for your assignment, right? You are going to use the professional software like Adobe After Effects, which later Mr. Yuzainis will share with you.
Alright, so this is the user interface of Adobe After Effects. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on, and there's a lot of panels going on here. For this demo, I'm not going to go in details of all of the user interface that you can see here, but it's going to guide you through the most important things. Alright, okay, so on the left side over here, this is where you can put all your files, your video, your images and graphics elements over here. In the middle here, this is where you will do your compositing, whether it's green screen, whether it's animation. Yeah, you can have it here. And then at the bottom here is a timeline, all right, where you can do the animation or do some adjust and tweak some properties of different layers, right? So first we need to create or to set a new composition in After Effects for our video here. Okay, but before that, let's take a look at the source, what we have. All right, okay, so what I have here is this video of this girl. She's dancing in a green screen, right? Yeah, okay. And I got a spaceship, and I got a background of a dancing background, right? So these are the three elements that I'm gonna put inside. Since this is just a 15 minutes demo or tutorial, so I can't put a lot of things, so need to cut it short. Right, so these are the three things that we're gonna put inside. Okay, so to import it in, so you just need to select the elements that you want, the three of this video and images. Just drag and drop at the project file. Okay, it will take a bit of time to load. All right, there it is. And let's take a look at the girl, because the girl is a video, the girl dancing is a video. So the information is about this resolution. So I'm gonna edit using the same resolution as the info here when I click at the video. 1280 times 720 pixels. So these are the size of the screen, right? Okay, so I'm going to create a new composition by clicking here, and I'm going to choose about 720 25 frames per second, and I'm going to name this as girl dance VFX. Okay, let's see. All right, anything else is fine, and okay. Okay, and also we have our beginning with a black background, and let's add the dance floor. Okay, I'm gonna drag it into the composition here. You call it a composition stage, or you can just put it in the layer here, and it will automatically appear in the center of the stage. Now I want to increase the size to make it bigger a little bit. Okay, and let's bring in the girl. Okay, so bring in the girl, put it in the layer, and of course if you put it below the dance floor image, it will be behind, so you cannot see it. So you have to put it the girl video on top of the background of the dance floor. All right, now I need to remove the green screen from her. So you need to monitor first, look at how she dance, and see what the borders that you can actually get rid of in the first place. So you need to create a garbage, you call it a garbage mat. All right, so garbage mat, to remove a garbage mat, you need to select the video here in the layer, and you go to the pen tool and draw a garbage mat. So I'm going to draw a garbage mat, something like, make sure it doesn't hit her when she's dancing, so that she didn't get cut off. Okay, like this, and close the gap. Okay, why did I do that is because she's not going to be going through that area, so we will save a lot of computational time for the computer to not process those areas later on. So just going through one more time, make sure that okay, you can see the hand there. It's actually going through off the roof there, so I just need to increase the point up a little bit. Okay, alright, I don't think any more hands are going through it. Okay, so I'm gonna set the duration of the video until, let's say, just about here. Alright, just about here. I'm going to hit N to shorten the length of the compositing of this visual effects. Alright, now let's remove the green screen. Okay, so I'm going to select the video, and I'm going to add an effects. Under the effects, it's called the key light. Okay, under keying, and then you got the key light 1.2. So you click that, and and it's already applied on this video, but it's still nothing happened yet, right? Because you need to select a screen color. So I'm going to select a screen color over here. There's a color picker. I'm going to select the green that is closer to her, and there you go. And it looks like quite a clean, not really that clean, but you can see that her leg got it can see through. Okay, we're gonna fix that. Okay, because usually what happens is when the actor dance in the green screen, the green color kind of tend to bounce on the actor a little bit, kind of spill a little bit on the actor, so it had some green value over there. All right, anyway, so here on the view you see you got the final result. So we're going to put in the switch to the source mode. So this is the source before we remove the green screen, and final result is after. So we're going to change to another mode called the screen matte, right? Screen matte, and you see that it is not pure white in here, so that's why it's like semi-transparent on her leg. So I'm going to change that by opening the screen matte and adjust my black value, clip black. So I'm going to increase my clip black a little bit, or reduce the white. Let me just do that. I'm going to increase the clip black first until you can see most of this disappear. So about a value of 33 should be fine, and then I'm going to bring back the inner white value by decreasing the clip white, like so. There you go, it looks solid white inside. Now let's have a look at it in the final result. There you go, so much more better. Now I just want to add a bit more here, a pre-screen blur, so that her edges here is a bit more blur. So again, I'm going to put about 3, should be fine. And that is like the basic of removing the green screen. And yeah, it looks good. There you go. Okay, let's say now I can put her anywhere on the screen. I can use my select tool over here, and just I can put it here. You know, I can clone her a lot. Yeah, why not we clone her? But before that, I'm going to decrease her size because she's a bit too big. Just decrease that size. Okay, she's like about this size. Okay, now let's play and see first. Tapping the space bar to hit the play button, and yeah, she's dancing on the screen. Okay. Now, another thing to remove to make it more believable, because you don't have shadow casting on the floor, so you can make a fake shadow of her by duplicating this. I'm going to select this and Control D, and I'm going to so this one I'm going to put it below, and I'm going to hit enter and name this as the girl shadow. Okay, and I'm going to, alright, this is the clone, and I'm just going to select this, not this one, select the dot here, and no, not that. Just going to select on this side and just flip her on the other side. So by doing that, okay, I'm going to make her wider a little bit, and there you go, something like that. It's at the bottom, and make sure she's the shadow is below her, and the foot kind of matched. Okay, so we see like that. All right. Okay, so now I will do some color correction on the shadows. So I'm going to make everything black. So effects, color correction, and I'm going to put in the hue and saturation. Okay, I'm going to adjust the lightness to all the way to black, master lightness, And yeah, just you go to shadow, and I'm going to add one more effect here called the blur, because I want to blur the shadow a little bit. We use a Gaussian blur, and where's the Gaussian blur? It's down here, and I'm going to increase the blurriness. So I'm going to put about 20, maybe about 30. Okay, and I'm going to reduce the transparency of the shadow. So I hit T for opacity and reduce that a little bit. There you go. Now she got shadow and she look more grounded on the floor. Okay, so I want to reduce the opacity a little bit more, maybe about 40. All right. Okay, now it's time to put in the spaceship. I'm going to put it above the dance floor image. And another thing is I want to lock the layer of the girl and the background spaceship floor, so that I can easily select on the screen of the spaceship. And I'm going to do a little bit of like as if the spaceship is moving away, like that. So maybe like this. I will hit the P for position, and also S for scale. I'm going to hit the value here. So this is the keyframe, that if you want to do animation, so it will create a keyframe over here. When you click on the stopwatch here, so start it from the beginning, and it will kind of like slowly go off to there, and size will become smaller, so because it's further away, so to give the illusion that it's actually moving further away. And I can put some motion blur effect on it. Alright, so there you go, you got the girl dancing, and the spaceship is moving at the back. So there's so much more things that actually you can do. I just need to cut this short. You can definitely go spend more time making it more nicer, but this shows you how people do visual effects in the visual effects industry.